We are on our way to see probably the rarest bird I've ever seen in Florida. There is a whooping crane about 40 minutes away, and we're heading out to go find it right now. So we just pulled up to the area where the whooping crane's been sighted, and we saw a few sandhill cranes, and we just pulled up, and the whooping crane is right here. And I'll get you a closer look at it in just a second. A few years ago, I made a video about the biggest birds in Florida, and some people asked me why I didn't include the whooping crane. They show up very inconsistently in Florida. They're not really considered a native species that lives here. But if I were to rank them in that video, they'd actually would be the third biggest bird in Florida because their wingspan is 87 inches wide versus a sandhill crane, which his wingspan is only 77 inches wide. So they're a lot bigger. Whooping cranes are an endangered species, but they are a bit of a success story. In 1941, there were only 21 of them left in the wild. And through a lot of careful work, that number is now up to about 800. And the biggest reasons why they became endangered in the first place is because there was a lot of unregulated hunting and also a lot of habitat loss that destroyed their nesting grounds. Who knows how long this whooping crane is actually going to stay in our area. It's suspected that this male was probably blown off from the Arctic storm that hit Florida last week, so he might not hang around that much longer. But right now, he's hanging around in an area with several sandhill cranes. There's actually one further behind him towards a house, and then there were lots of them as we were driving in, sandhill cranes that is. But the whooping crane's hanging out right here, and I can hear the sandhill cranes making their calls in the distance. And he seems to be hanging out here right now and seems to be comfortable, and it's nice that he can be around his cousins, so to say. I know this video is a little different from what I normally do, but I thought it might be fun just to do kind of a quick little side trip. So if you like this, let me know, and maybe I'll make this a regular thing that occurs on the channel, just these really quick trips out to go find like maybe one or two animals that are especially interesting in the area. So I'm Zak Cole, this is the whooping crane, and thanks for checking out what makes Florida so wild.